can feel the heat from this distance, bro.
It looks like death.
How's it with the wing?
Okay.
Nervous laugh. Halal Hangouts. We are here with Umar Suleiman from Wahed Invest at the London 2021 Halal Food Festival. Now, a lot of people take great care in their halal food, but they don't with halal finance. So today we're going to be talking about halal investing with Umar Suleiman, and we're also going to be eating some halal chili wings from the Far East. As we fire through the questions, we're going to be eating chili wings. Does that sound good?
Yeah, sounds interesting.
Here comes Abu with the first lot of chili wings. Abu, can you please explain what these chili wings are?
Right, first up, a familiar flavour. You might have all had sriracha. So this is classic sriracha, something easy to start with.
Right, I'll just break a bit like that, yeah. I'm going straight in.
Sauce is there.
I'm getting the kick now.
Yeah.
How do you ensure all investments on the platform are halal?
Okay, so we actually have a almost triple lock approach. First and foremost, we apply principles from IOFI. Most people probably won't know what IOFI is. IOFI is an international standard setting board made up of around 150 scholars globally, where they've given certain benchmarks for halal investing. So making sure that you invest in something that doesn't have too much debt, not more than 5% can be from impermissible activities, and the underlying product or service, as I mentioned earlier, is all permissible. So that's the first level screening. So what happens, we screen all the stocks and shares that are listed to make sure they're not involved in any of these. If they are, then they get screened out and they're not included. That's the first layer. The second layer, we also have a Sharia board made up of international scholars from across the different jurisdictions that we operate in to also check. So they will do a second layer of check. And so that's the second layer. And then the third one, actually, we have a number of different people in the company who have a background either in Sharia or governance. So myself, I work very closely with a number of different Sharia councils. My background is in risk and governance. So I also apply a layer of check, and I will say actually understanding the community that we're operating in, either this is acceptable or this isn't acceptable. And this way we have like a triple layer check to make sure it's halal. And not only do we make sure it's halal at the point of doing it, we retrospectively make sure that we go back and check, is it still halal 6 months down the line? And if it wasn't, then we send out, not that it wasn't, what happens is the companies can change, right? So they may introduce a product which isn't permissible into them. So we do a purification report to ensure to say everyone, listen guys, 6 months down the line, this company did this, so you need to now purify a certain percentage of the money that you have by giving to charity. So it's constant in terms of making sure it's halal. But the most important thing is that the halal isn't just in the product. We try and make sure we're a Sharia-based company as opposed to a Sharia-compliant company, and we try to implement all of these values and the whole way that we work, not just in the product, but the way we are with our staff, with our suppliers, to ensure that the whole operating framework is halal, and that means doing things the best we can.
That was a brilliant explanation. For me, that's making a lot more sense. I think I'm learning the fundamentals, which is what we're trying to get across to the audience today. Now I think we need to move on to the next chili wing.
Next up, another subtle chili. This is Chef's Scotch Bonnet chili.
Bismillah.
That looks like there's a cake. That looks like there's a cake.
I think it's lucky that there's a little bit of sweetness
There is.
that balances it. Otherwise, raw. Yeah.
Obviously, in my experience, investing comes with inherent risks. So
course.
how does Wahed kind of look after that and mitigate that risk?
First of all right, so it's a very good question, and I think everyone really should understand risk and how to manage risk in your everyday life. But how Wahed does it, first of all, is our access to the number of different lines of stocks and shares that we look at, over 500 different companies, different lines. First and foremost, we screen across all of them, right? Then the fact that we do a Sharia compliant screening, these companies, by nature of the fact that they can't have more than a third debt, means that they're generally going to be companies which can manage their cash flow, working capital, etc. So they're sustainable by nature. And we've seen these in the results that we have. When the market tanked, these companies fared much better. Okay, so number one is the actual stocks that we screen. On top of that, we also have a diversified portfolio. And this is something else I hope everyone understands is you manage risk by diversifying. You don't put all your eggs in one basket, yeah? To use a food term, right? Right, you don't put all your eggs in one basket. You will invest across different asset classes, they're called. So we've got the equities fund, we've got our own fund. We also invest in gold. And we also invest in something called a sukuk, which is like an asset-backed bond, which is normally government, institution issued, very low risk. But the risk and return always has this relationship. So the more risk you take, the more higher the return is. The lower risk, the lower return. And we manage it by managing it across and investing across different classes. So just imagine that, diversification.
Sweet. Tough. Should we come in for, what's this, wings number 3?
So this is Chu Chow chili oil.
It looks serious, man. It looks very serious.
That looks serious.
Everything else has been red. This is a much darker color. Bismillah.
Oh, he closed his eyes.
It is spicy.
Yeah.
I feel it a lot more on my tongue this time.
Oh, right, okay. What products do you have? Like, do you have pensions? Do you have corporate accounts?
Yeah, absolutely. So look, at a most basic level, we have a general investment account for everyone, what's called retail level consumer. That's a normal investment account that everyone can access. We also do ISAs, something that traditionally, I guess people from an ethnic background didn't really access, but it's a great way of saving money in a tax efficient way. So ISAs, the general investment account. We do SIPs, self-invested pension plan. So those people who have a limited company or work for a company and they manage their own pensions, really good tax efficient way of putting money aside for a pension. And again, all being halal. Workplace pensions, yeah, so this is important. Anyone who's an employer out there wants to offer, as they should legally, to their employees, have a pension. We do workplace pensions in a diversified risk way. We spoke about diversification earlier. And the last thing, we also do corporate investment accounts. So if you're a company and you want to do a corporate investment and put aside, rather than sitting on cash balances, leaving them in the bank and the banks use them for no good, right? Then put in halal investment, and we do all of them. And we have other products coming up. So watch this space, inshallah.
Well, you answered so quickly, we have to go to the next wing. That far.
Oh, man. I should slow down.
We should have slowed the answers down.
Yeah.
Let's slow the answers down,
All right, yeah. Shooting myself in the foot.
All right, Abu, let's go with chili wing number 3. Number 4. Chili wing number 4. Okay, Abu, what do we have here?
Okay, right, we're going to get progressively hotter now. From the deepest jungles of Bangladesh.
Oh, gosh.
Alta, if you know about this is Mr. Naga.
Oh, wow. Is this like a million Scovilles
You know what?
or something?
This is probably one of my favourite chilies.
Yeah.
It's not too bad.
I can feel the heat from this distance, bro.
It looks.
In a curry is good. Does it work on a wing?
It looks like
Let us
death.
know.
It looks like death. It's just
All right.
red.
Go on.
Man, he's plastered it on as well.
Oh, he's not messing around.
He's not.
He's not messing around.
Bismillah.
Oh gosh.
How's it with the wing?
Okay. Chili milk.
Do we have
Nervous
milk?
laugh.
Yeah, that's spicy, man.
Yeah.
Man,
All right.
alhamdulillah.
All right, we're
Go
gonna.
for it. I'm good.
I'm good. I'm good.
Kind of.
That's legit,
Wow,
right?
Yeah,
that is
legit.
actually laced in this stuff, isn't it? It's not even messing around. I think the more chicken you have, the better, no? This goes really well with donuts. Oh gosh. Okay, now it's getting hot. Oh. Do we have tissue? Do we have tissue?
Oh no!
Someone raised the alarm.
All right. What makes Wahid different to other investment platforms?
What makes Wahid different? Ooh, they're willing to go through this challenge for one. I don't see anyone else. I call them all out to have some of these spicy wings, yeah? But look, what makes Wahid different is that we are a genuinely Sharia-based investment company. Thank you. We're a genuinely Sharia-based investment company that operates globally, right? So we're just not in UK or US or just Malaysia. We operate globally, servicing over 250,000 people throughout the world. We've got a huge product line and we are digitally invested. We're a digital first company. It's all about our technology, making things easier, giving ease of access. And we are regulated to the hilt. I'm trying to speak, but the water's running in my mouth, man. I'll be honest, man.
We just can't
My
speak.
defense mechanism kicked in, my mouth started watering. Yeah, and we are regulated to the hilt. Every single jurisdiction we're in, we have the highest form of regulation, which makes a difference, which means that we care about our customers. And as I said before, we're triple checked from a Sharia point of view, and we're growing. We've got new products coming down the line, inshallah. So that's us.
Whew. All right, well, I mean, again, you know, you've really demystified halal investing for us today, Umar. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
I'm much clearer. I think Altaf's much clearer on the fundamentals. It's so important for people to really get the fundamentals and hopefully take that leap and download Wahid and start investing through Wahid. But we can't go anywhere because I think we've got one more chili wing to get through.
I thought that was it.
No, there's one more.
No.
How can you go any deeper than the jungles of Bangladesh for chili? I don't know.
No, is there one more?
There is one more.
Oh no, there's one more. What do we have here?
Grand finale. This is, it looks very red. It's a Korean spice.
Oh no. That's already scaring me.
Buldak.
Okay, look at this packaging. I don't know if you can see that. That looks like
It's got a health warning. It just looks like a health warning all over it, man.
And there's what is that? A chicken?
It's a chicken on fire.
With fire coming out the mouth, right?
Oh man. Bismillah.
You got to give respect to Umar for being the guy on the front line of this challenge.
Oh, it kicks in, man.
Shaz, I'm going to try a little bit. Shaz, you need to finish this.
Listen, mate, I'm not that silly. I'm going to ease myself in.
It's got it burns your throat.
Oh, that's really hot.
Yeah.
I'm glad you asked me the questions
It's
first,
like
man.
someone's come in with a flamethrower into your throat and it's gone like this.
All right, last question. How do people get Wahid?
Very easy. Just go to the App Store on either Google or Apple and just look for Wahid Invest, download the app, and it is the easiest process ever. Go through the details, put in your personal details, and then it can connect you. They'll do an ID check and connect directly to your bank, and as straightforward as that, and you're ready to go. Right? So, yeah.
So there you have it, Halal Hangouts. We have eaten and we have learned about halal investments. Our mouths are burning. Remember to download the Wahid app. Just go to the App Store, the Play Store, and remember, if you like this content, share with your friends, share with your family, share over some chili wings.
Not
These ones, no.
Not
Keep
not
it
these
to
ones.
Sriracha, guys.
Not these
obviously.
ones. Yeah.
We're,
All right. So
we're
Halal Hangouts.
struggling out here.
We're out.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, guys.